Black Panther, Superman, Catwoman, Batman, The Flash, and Wonder Woman. What do they have in common? I think you guessed it. They are all superheroes. As I was researching about superheroes, I learned which superhero is most popular in Maryland. Black Panther is one. All right, stick with me, boys and girls. The dictionary defines a superhero as a fictional character having extraordinary or superhuman powers. Tonight, I want to share with you how you can have superpowers in middle school, high school, and beyond. Trust me, I know because they work for my own children. First, you ready? First is involvement. That means join a group. Sports team, dance troupe, chorus, band, orchestra, scouts. You will be surrounded by people who share your interests and you will form long-lasting friendships. So get involved. So the first one is involvement. Second is choices. The choices you make define who you are. Making choices that you know will help you or someone else achieve a goal are the right choices to make. Choose your friends carefully. Choose friends who also make good choices. Use electronic devices and social media responsibly if you use them at all. Just make good choices. The third is kindness. Kindness is perhaps the greatest superpower. Being kind to everyone will bring you great rewards. Others will respect you and want to be around you. Kindness will win you many good friends. So be kind. So the three superpowers that I want you to possess: get involved, make good choices, and be kind. I want to end by saying that we are all extremely proud of you. I wish you a successful first year in middle school, whether you were attending Rocky Hill, Hallie Wells, or another fine middle school. We are confident that you were well prepared. Please make sure that you represent Little Bennett and always set a good example. Congratulations. I'd like to introduce a familiar face, a friend and colleague, Dr. Eldridge, principal of Rocky Hill Middle School.
Good looking great you all are. Give yourselves a hand. I am very honored to be able to speak with you tonight, and I talked with some of our sixth graders and our sixth grade team members about what are the messages that they think that we should bring to our newest Rocky Hill family members. You're going to leave Little Bennett and come over to Rocky Hill and become part of our Wildcat family. How many families this is the first child that you have that's going into middle school? You got a lot of people who are pros in this, okay? As you go into middle school, there are some things I want you to think about, because tonight I'm going to talk to you about a little bit about middle school, but I want you to, this week and this summer, celebrate elementary school. So I'm going to add on to some of what Mr. Miller said. I want you to be in the moment this summer. I want you to enjoy where you are right now. If there are things that you're worried about middle school, we can talk about those things. Write those things down. We can answer those questions, and we want you to have a very smooth opening. So some of the things our sixth grade teacher said are some of the things that I said when I came and I visited you. Do you remember that? In the winter time when I came to visit you, remember I brought Miss Tippett? She's the quiet one. No. Some of the things that we talked to you about are about Rocky Hill Pride. So when we talk about pride, the key is for being prepared. And that's not just about being prepared each day with your homework and remembering to bring your instrument if you're part of our band, and remembering your PE clothing every day. So it is about remembering certain things, but it's also about being prepared every day to bring your best. And that's part of what Mr. Miller was talking about when he was talking about getting involved. But I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes. So we want you to be prepared every day to have a great day. And I love seeing on your t-shirt tonight that it talked about bringing kindness. That's one of the things that you need to be prepared with every day. The R for pride is respectful. Not only being respectful of other people, but respectful to yourself and thinking about, are my friends helping to lift me up? Am I making the best choices? One of the things that I tell my own children is, if I were standing right behind you, is that the decision that you would make? So think about that. Think about how you're representing. Mr. Miller said you want to represent little Bennett well and represent your family well. Think about being respectful every day. The I of pride is being involved. And Mr. Miller, he started talking. I thought he was stealing part of my speech. Because being involved, that's the biggest part. It's in the middle of pride, that is the biggest piece. We want you to think about something that maybe you haven't tried before. We have a drama program. We had a Lego club. We had a fantasy football club. Sounds like we might need to get a superhero club going. We have lots of different things, and students every year tell us one of the things that they would like to do. But I want you to think about something that you haven't done before and try that out. Middle school is about exploring new things and trying out new things. Being involved, part of our green team, part of our recycle team. We have a lot of different clubs and teams, and we want you to be a part of something so that you start to get to know other people. Okay, next year we'll have about 300 students in our 6th grade class. And people go, wow, that's a lot. A couple years ago, before Holly Wells opened, we had 515 students in our 6th grade class. Okay, so now when we have 300 of you, that's like nothing to us. Okay, well, we're a small group coming forward. But you'll have friends that you have for Little Bennett, but we want you to get involved and meet all of the new friends that come from the other schools. The D in pride stands for being disciplined, and this is something Ms. Tippett talked about in her quiet speech when she came to talk to you. Remember? About making sure that every day you're putting forth your best effort and you're putting forth 100% in what you're doing, but being disciplined is also about the decisions that you're making, just like what Mr. Miller said about your choices. What are those choices every day that are good choices? Okay? And really thinking about that. Now, when you're making those choices, there are some people in the audience that I want you to be talking with, and that's your families. 5th graders always tell me, no, parents don't come to middle school. They're not allowed to come. Okay, so I always say at the promotion ceremonies, not only are they allowed to come, I'm personally asking them to come and volunteer at middle school and come to our events. It's very important that you continue to stay involved and talk with your children. A lot of times they will tell you every day that they did nothing. My son is in 10th grade and my daughter just graduated from high school, and every day when I asked, throughout their entire career, they told me they did nothing every day. What did you do? Nothing. Nothing. Not at all. Nothing. She just graduated from high school? Nothing. K-12, I didn't get anything. So I want you to go home. I want you to break that cycle. All right? Not like the Eldridge children. I want you to go home and say something exciting that happened, okay? Talk to your families. And parents, when your students, when your 5th graders, as they turn into adolescents, and they say nothing, and they're not talking with you, keep talking with them, okay? And so students, you're hearing me say that. I want your parents to keep talking to you and keep those lines of communications open. Because you're gonna go to middle school and then you think, I can't talk to my parents, they don't understand. They don't understand. They were never in middle school. And we were. So we certainly understand that. Okay, so you're going to keep talking with your families, and we want them involved. So it's not just student involvement, we need parent involvement. The E for effective effort is about you bringing 100% your best effort every single day, and that's what your 5th grade teachers are telling me that you're bringing now, so that's what we're expecting next year at Rocky Hill. The teachers are there, they're there to support you, they're there before school, we're there after school to see what you need. Ask questions if there's something that you need to know about. Now, in addition to pride, there was a couple things that our 6th graders said that I should tell you about. Number one, we do have French fries in the cafeteria. That is very important. We also, on certain days, have a salad bar, and I feel the need to also point that out to you. Okay? All right? Now, yeah. we've got a lot of different things going on, and there are a lot of choices that are happening. And some of you are really excited about all the choices that you'll get to make. And sometimes having a lot more freedom in middle school makes people feel a little bit anxious. So there are some things that we do to make you feel more welcome. Number one, there's only one thing you need to remember about the first day of 6th grade. Okay, just one thing. And that's as soon as all the 6th graders get there, you come right in the cafeteria. You don't have to walk around with a map trying to figure out where you're going. We don't send your schedule out. You don't have to worry about any of that. You just have to know how to spell your last name. That's it. That way we'll know which group you go into in the cafeteria. Okay? So you don't have to worry about that. Your teachers will make sure you get to homeroom that day, and then you'll learn about middle school every day. Now, we'll see if you were listening when we came in the wintertime. We are a green school, and where will you find all of the information in mid-August about starting school? Do you remember? Yes. On the Rocky Hill webpage. Excellent, excellent. That's where all of our information is. Now, if you look now, it has all the information from this year. So you can look at what happened this year, but we don't have everything up yet. In mid-August, you'll have all the information. We'll be sending you information about a Wildcat night that we have in August that we hope you can come to. If you already have plans and your family is traveling, please don't cancel your plans, okay? If you're not able to come to the orientation, it's okay, because we do a lot of those same things that first week of school, okay? So I don't want you to feel worried about it at all. And if you're sitting around this summer and you're feeling really worried because you can't come to that, ask your parents to give me a call. We're there in the summer and you can come up and we'll take a little tour. Okay? We don't want you to be thinking about that middle school is something that you're feeling anxious. We want you to be excited about, because it is a new opportunity and a new journey. The students also said that it's really important for you to be organized. Is everybody here already really organized? All good? All good? 100%? All right, so let me define what we mean when we say organization. Organization is not that somebody at home is going to drive your homework and your instrument to school because you left it sitting by the front door and you actually stepped over it to get out the front door. No, okay? So we want you to start thinking about what works for you. So parents, we're going to ask you to work with your child so that they start to gradually take on that responsibility, okay? So I want all the students here that we start saying about responsibility. You're going to work with your families about what works. Now, one of the things that Mr. Miller said about social media, I wanted to take an opportunity to speak to you about this. And I told you this, that I was going to tell your parents about this one in the winter. A phone is not required for middle school. Okay? Say that again. Okay? And if you bring your phone's just going to stay in your pocket all day. Because you don't use your phone during middle school, no matter what anybody is telling you. We're not making cool Instagram videos all day at Rocky Hill. That's not what's going on, okay? So your phone is going to be put away. The other thing is that not everyone is on Instagram and Snapchat. And I know that is an unbelievable amount of information for you, but not everyone's on there. Not everybody's on Twitter. Okay? So no matter what you're hearing from students that are in middle school now, you can come to middle school and not be on social media. If you are on social media, then there are a couple of things we want you to remember this summer. We want you to remember to talk with your families about what you're seeing on social media, and also talk with your friends if they're saying something that's bothering you. It's different. If Mr. Miller and I together and we're having a conversation, we can see each other's expressions, we can hear the tone of voice. When you're texting other people, you don't see that. A lot of people get their feelings hurt. In the last few years, unfortunately, in the summer, Mr. Miller and I have dealt with, and all the principals in the cluster, a lot of hurt feelings during the summer about people using social media. Okay? So make sure that we have that rule again. The rule is, if you would not show your grandma, don't text it, don't write it. Okay? Not just mom and dad, grandma. You would not show grandma. You would not use that language in front of her, then that's not something you should use. We want you to be able to be great digital citizens, and that's something we'll work on a lot in 6th grade, but you don't need to have a phone for that, okay? The other thing we wanted to share with you is we have had 0 people who have ever gotten stuck or stuffed in a locker. That doesn't happen, okay? That happens on the movies, it happens in the Wimpy Kid movies, that doesn't happen, okay? We want you to feel comfortable next year. We want you to feel welcome, but most of all, our 6th grade teachers and myself and our entire school, we want you to know that we are so excited to have you as part of the newest members of our Rocky Hill Wildcat family. So welcome to our 5th graders and your families.
Fifth grade student with their Little Bennett School Promotion Certificate. Please hold your applause until all names have been read. Thank you. Peyton Holmes.
Congratulating the Little Bennett class of
Where's the envelope? Her certificate. Take it out.
Inside. Can you take it out?
Hurry up. Other people's waiting. Here, one more, please. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much.
Kaitlyn, open up eyes. You like it? What else? Look at me. Okay, what else? Oh.
I'm not even graduating.
Okay. Your promotion.
The choir.
The choir.
Looks like caroling.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it probably is, but that's the closest thing to choir.
Okay.
Good job, Kate. That's it. So, Apple Watch. Where is it? Where's the Apple Watch?
Daddy's holding it.
Foofies and Zoom Zooms.